They just tryna gas you up.
Gas you up.
Out here tryna get a buzz.
Get a buck.
Steady looking for a plug.
Plug it up.
But you know who to trust.
Yeah.
But I ain't even tripping no more. I ain't tryna find no new friends no more. Family done all turn fake at the door. Your loyalty just don't exist no more. Got a lot to say to me. Got to wonder how I do it. Ain't nobody gonna know it. But the drip steady showing. Yeah, you know it is. Working and working, you know I just can't get enough.
Can't get it.
Every time I get to the bag, like I'm in a rush.
I'm in the rut.
I'm running, now you run it up.
Run the money.
The money, I'm counting it up. Woo!
Are live. Welcome. This is the Truth Hurts Podcast. I am your host, Miss Shani, aka Miss Deep Style Entertainment.
Hey.
And we have one less today. So we have Miss She Is Good, Miss
We are
Michelle
here.
Good.
We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep it moving. Hey, everybody.
And so, topic on today. So, I was at work talking to this lady, and she asked me had I ever had a show on sex. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, the effects that sex has, the things that it has you doing. And I said, well, clarify. She said, I want to know about when you have a soul tie to a man, but you're not his rib.
Mm-hmm. You dirty. Dirty.
Hey, Ange.
Ooh, a
So,
soul tie.
Because as women, she said, we are receptacles. We are the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they empty their seed in us, we're constantly taking on their spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And she was married for, I believe it is 19 years. Don't quote me.
Okay.
And she said, I knew he was in the street. She said, and the crazy part is I wanted to be better than the other woman. So I started doing things. I said, why would you do that? She said, because
She felt like she was in competition.
the tie. I was in competition because he was the prize. And she said, I had that mentality until I stopped having sex with him. And I was like, really? She said, once I stopped having sex with him and his seed wasn't in me, the tie started to be broke. And then I woke up.
So, because she let go.
She let go.
Yeah.
And she started seeing things for what they were. And that's when she said she was driving on the freeway, and she never does. She takes the street everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I cried and I knew it was over.
Wow.
So what do you do when you have a soul tie because you want him to be the one, but in his mind, you're not his rib. So you're just the one time, the sad thing, temporary thing, or long-term temporary thing.
It's an addiction. I look at it as an addiction because it's something in that individual. You know, everybody got that something about them, whether it's oral, whether it's just in bed just to cuddle you. It could just be a variety of things, or they probably got the whole damn package, you know. But I see it as an addiction, and it's hard to cut ties with that. I was stuck in an addiction for over 20 years. I just had to have just some of him. I just had to.
Did he give you any indication that you were the one, though? Looking back,
at the beginning, it took for me to get older to see that it was what it was. Like, it was just a sex thing, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's how it was.
So with my friend Jackie, she was saying that her husband wasn't just like a player of one. He ended up getting the chick pregnant. She prayed for the baby to die. Baby died.
Wow.
And she said the girl happened to be like a family friend through some people. Okay. She said, but I don't know what the spell was, so it almost feel like what you're saying, Shell, where it's an addiction. Because they keep coming. Do you think the sex had anything to do with it, or you just think it was just him? I wanted him to be the one.
It could be both, but mine was strictly, it was a sex thing because I knew I could never have him. because I knew the situation he was in, and it was no cutting that. So therefore, I knew it was just what it was. We were together when we were together. I kind of try to look at it as a scene. Like, let's just have this moment, like on a movie. I know it might sound crazy, but that's how I disconnect. I have to play it off in my mind that it's a role that I'm playing, and it's just like that little, I don't even know what they call it, but
like action. Okay.
So I gotta in my mind hear it start, and then I gotta hear it again, so I can know, like, don't think it's gonna go any further, heifer. This is it.
So how you know it couldn't go any further?
When you get older, you just see certain guys and what their expectations is after the long haul. Like, you get to know it quick.
So you never thought you could be like his rib? Like, I found the one.
I probably could if I would quit. If I would have stopped dating people that was in situations.
Oh.
I accepted them for what they were doing, because I was like, I don't want a connection right now. I don't want nothing serious.
So you was the player.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn, Shell.
Well,
that's a twist.
Yeah, it can reverse. So
okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because I need you to go back to the Shell that was looking for the commitment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So was that you in this, or you could say from an earlier?
That was the younger Michelle, like, looking for that commitment, because I thought if I had the babies, if I did everything he said, if I called him, if I was just attentive to him, if I was gonna be that one. But it never played out like that for me. So I was like, fuck this.
What made you snap out of it though?
Because it was hurting here. It was,
really?
And it was a achy feeling. It was almost like seeing someone pass, or like you lost something. You know, like you lost somebody. It was achy. And I was like, I don't want to keep feeling like this. Like, F this. Let's just have a moment. And so then that's when I had to hear the beginning.
Now you do the in your mind. So do you think, okay. Ooh, you don't get unpacked a lot for me. Because when I was listening to Jackie's story, I was like, that's real deep, because you still letting the man hit or whatever. So I'm just going off her story. And she was like, I was at home with 3 kids. She said I was married to him for 19 years.
And look, she was married. And here it is. We're similar. She did 19 years. I dealt with this person for 20. I had no commitment to it, but she was committed. And it was just different.
But okay. Mm-hmm. What made you stay for 20? Without commitment?
In my heart, I felt like if I kept staying dedicated or being available or being his safety net, he'll come eventually. But then it had to, that snap had to come in, Sean. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all still sleeping together?
Yes. I'm talking 20-something years. Yes.
When the snap came, I mean, when you finally said, okay, I'm done.
Once the snap came, it was like, I'm done. Like, I couldn't. So I played it off like that with other men. Like, I wouldn't allow myself to be that vulnerable for someone. Like, always there. So that's where it cut off for me.
Okay. So do you think?
But I wasted 20 years.
So do you? Okay.
That's like common law marriage in a sense. You know,
do you still see the guy?
I mean, yeah.
Is he a father of one of your kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do y'all ever wish y'all had of taking it to the other level, or are you just glad that you were over with that?
When I say it taught me, it taught me. It was meant for it to happen. It was meant for it to happen. It was meant for it to happen.
So what do you, so like with the younger girls today, because I'm looking at this generation and all I see is a lot of girls that's trying to be the everything to these men. Mm-hmm. Choose me. Okay. What do you think the difference is in our generation and them today? Because I see a total disconnect to where I told my husband, I was like, you know how when we was kids, you know, we remember our parents' music and things now. Mm-hmm. I can't see what we're going to remember from this generation right now.
Absolutely. I don't either.
So
they don't have no good music. Pretty much no
and anything goes.
Yeah. And they so hot, so hot-headed. it's like you can't tell them nothing because they know it all.
Yeah.
It's like, I knew we did it too,
yeah.
but it's to another level with kids now. It's extremely to a different level.
So do you think you could be the same Michelle as what these kids are going through today? Like, could you be the turn off, turn on type of Michelle, or are you still like that today? Do you think you've missed Mr. Right in all your turn on, turn offness?
Mm-mm.
Why? Why are you doing that?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Mm-mm.
You done had some good pics. Yeah.
It was some good picks, but it still wasn't for me. It still wasn't for me because when you know something is for you and you it's that feeling you get, Sean. You know how that love feel, and if that's not there, if it's not even a hint of it when you even first meet them, like that chemistry means something too. Like you ain't just want to be bothered with anybody. It has to be something that you guys relate in. It's like, oh, I like that about him. If that's not there, that's a big problem because it's like you already setting yourself up to wonder. I'm not going to just put an X factor on it, but just.
I think for me that's the difference. Like being at work and working with a young girl like in her 20s. Mm-hmm. One of her biggest things is I'm sleeping with him. That should be enough. I'm doing all this wife stuff, but he not making me a wife. Mm-hmm. And her thing is just I should just do some more, and then maybe he'll want to marry me. What's your advice if that's your daughter? Because even if when I try to tell them like that's never gonna change if you're not the rib, so to speak. Because with men, if you the rib, he not gonna leave you alone.
Right.
That's what Jackie was telling me at work. She was like, because he didn't want to divorce me.
Okay.
But I just knew
because Jackie was his safety
in everything, and he even offered her.
Yeah.
He said, "Why don't we just stay married, but we do our own thing?"
Because he know in the time, beyond the shadow of a doubt,
yes,
that's that one gonna come through.
And she is, but the thing is me and Shine. I know you know some people that have chosen to stay married, even though maybe their new partners don't know. Mm-hmm. But they're still married, mm-hmm. but they doing their own thing. And the new women think that they are winning. And it's like...
Sean, that's why I say it's so... People are so quick to say I do. Because it sounds good. It looks
the
good.
ring. The marriage. The ceremony,
good. You can't just be jumping into it or just
but
doing
he was
it
cute.
because of the Joneses. Sean, you can't. It's funny you say that. You know how you learn your friends?
You have a question too as well.
Oh. You know how you learn your kids? I got a lot of kids, so their friends are just like my kids too. So one of my daughters has this one in particular friend, right? Mm-hmm. She just wants that boyfriend. So she's trying to date an older man. And he's pretty much treating her like that's his daughter in a sense.
Because the young girl that she is.
Right. So, she's out there and she's happy when they're able to just be out in public and be together.
What you mean be out in public?
Just be out in public, like when he allows them to be in public. And literally, I mean that. When he allows them to be in public. Because he's in a situation, she's not. She's younger, he's older. I'm going to just leave it at that.
Okay.
But... I have saw it with my own eyes where that he has told her we're all at this event and we're having a good time, and he was like, it's time for you to go home.
Huh? What? Jesus! Oh!
He was like, it's time for you to go home. And she just packed her things up. She just gathered her things and, she said goodbye to everybody and she exited the building. And he still stayed there. But it was just...
What happened? I'm so lost.
Yeah. So I almost look at her like she wants that father telling me what to do or just...
All wrapped up.
Because we ain't about to leave. What I'm leaving
we
for?
leaving as a unit. I mean...
Yeah. And I was just like, wow.
And it messed you up. This did. Your child and you watching her go.
It wasn't my child. It's her friend.
Oh, her friend. Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, this girl is...
Wow.
Because, you know, my daughter, I've been snatched her ass up. Like, girl, if you don't sit your ass
That's
down.
what I thought you said.
No. It could have, no.
Yeah. And that's the difference, though.
The upbringing, too. Yeah. Or just that father. That father plays a major part in a little girl's life. Because, for one, they need that to just know how a man should treat a lady. And what, you know, she should hear to believe. Like,
pretty much. Yeah. So with Jackie, like I said at work, she said, my snapping came after I stopped having sex. So the question Angie has for you is, what made you snap out of that 20 years? What was the snap?
Because he was just... the lies just kept... I just kept hearing the same lie after lie. Like, it's going to be us. I'm coming to a theater almost like he just kept giving. I always say this, Sean. He kept promise, hoping, wishing me to death.
Wow. I
mean, I heard I promise, baby. Look, because when I get this together, we gonna, wishing the drink. I mean, I got tired of it. It was almost like don't you say it no more. Like I just reacted like that. And so in my mind, I said, I'm not going to allow a person to just keep stringing me along. That's what he was doing. He was just stringing me along. I was his safety net to me for just sexual wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So if that's all I can, I'm more than that. So.
And I can say that when me and my husband separated back in 2013, I believe it was. Like I dated. I'm sure he dated. And the things that I came across were dudes my age who thought I was going to stay while they found themselves. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, I'm about to be 40. I don't have that kind of time. I'm just getting out of a situation, and I just didn't have that kind of time. And I think for me, knowing what you want, I think is the snap also. For even, after you done had the 20 years and you know what you want. My thing is, if you come to the table empty, there's no expectation. Mm-hmm. So when you have this relationship, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. So if you say we're never going to commit, we're never going to have children, whatever, and that's understood in the beginning, and you all go forward, then you've said, okay.
Mm-hmm. You settled.
And then if you finally want that later, maybe you're just not the one.
That could be, yeah.
So did the guy that you were with, your baby's father, did he end up getting married to anybody, or he just...
Twice.
Twice?
Twice.
What the...
Twice.
Girl, almost cooked. Okay, Cher, hold on.
Twice.
So you know I'd have been in my feelings.
And what's so funny about it, the first one...
what you mean?
Yeah, it was twice. It wasn't him.
Oh,
it was her. But it's funny. His first wife, I did when she got remarried, I actually did her wedding. So I always laugh at that. Like, I did
Get the heck...
Yeah.
Shell, girl, you got to write a book.
That's funny. I always laugh. I said, my shit is always something different. But yeah. So he got married twice. And
did they take as long?
What you mean?
How long did it take him to marry these women?
I know his first marriage, they were young. It was like straight out of high school. Like, boom.
Oh, so you came like after that then?
I gave him his first kid.
Oh,
he was
I
my
got you.
first everything. So when he had a whole nother girl, and I don't know if he considered her the side chick or me. Okay, but I thought I was first, but evidently it was her, and I was still the backup person. And that was devastating. And then when he got married again, and he had the audacity to say to me one night, and this is after I left him alone, he was like, if this don't work, I'm coming to you. And I was like, oh, you gonna
like wait? That was a prize.
Yeah, like, because
that's
after
so
this,
arrogant.
And that just really just says, see how good God is. He got you out of that real quick, and now here he is, married twice. I think he got 12 kids.
What?
Yeah. So I was like, God, you got me, because I could have been that dumb one that had the 12 kids.
Oh my God.
Like, because I was just settling, and he never was with me, and I'm just, bam, having another one. Thank God.
Are they all by one chick? Or by the wives?
Yeah, by the wives.
By the wives?
Yeah.
And then you make up
I was number
12.
One. Yeah.
But you number one.
I was number one.
And then the other two. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Woo, won't he do it? Let me just take a minute. Let me just take a minute.
I had to get out of it right there.
So, okay, so Angie said, yeah, it kind of feels like I settled sometimes. Well, because I'll just say this. It depends on what you are looking for. I think as we get older, like, I can tell you that from the start of my relationship with my husband up until now, I'm a whole different woman.
Okay.
You evolve. You have different expectations. You have different goals than what you were when you were younger, hopefully. Mm-hmm. And I think your partner goes through that as well. Right. And I think you have to get to know the person that you've been with for any length of time as you continue to evolve, because y'all become different people. Sure. So my thing is, if you hold on to old hurt, you can't. It's like driving in reverse, looking in the rearview mirror. You can't go forward. Yeah. So I can't allow you to use old stuff to hinder me. Mm-hmm. And then you got to see if sometimes we just want to be comfy, Shell. I want to be married, but I'm comfortable, Shell. I don't want to rock this boat. You know what I mean?
Like it ain't broke, it ain't, I'm just, it's good.
But I'm, deep down, I'm hurting because I really want this other thing, but I'm comfy, Shell. Are you willing to be that again?
Comfy.
Settle.
Okay. No.
Settle.
No, because here go another story. Yeah, you're right. I should write a book. So, after the 20 years, I dealt with another guy, older guy. So I tried to go in a whole different lane, right, Sean? So I something to deal with somebody older. And let me tell you this. This was in an era where I had said, Laura, I don't believe in love no more. Like, what? I was like really in my body talking to God, like, I don't believe in love no more. And if so, give me the guy that I want. One that's going to give me all the attention, do me right. I just said it just real nasty. He was like, got you. Sent him. His name
what?
God said, whoop. You know, you work quick, especially when you try to talk shit. So, okay. So, here come Rob. Best thing ever. Older guy, working, been on this job for like, he was on it when I met him maybe about 10, 15 years. Just good.
Wow.
But he had a defect too.
Oh, God.
He never had his own. He's the baby of his family. I think he was the baby out of 12 kids. And even though he was older than me,
like that to me,
house?
Like his own house or something?
Right. Never had his own. That's your own, your house.
Wow.
Because he was the baby of the family. So everyone catered to him. Every sister catered to him.
Wow.
So I was almost similar, like another sister. Think about it.
Yep.
It's another sister.
Yep.
And
so you giving me sex.
Yeah. right. And you helping me pay the bill. So I settled for him because I was like, he giving me that attention that I asked God for. He being that gentleman that I asked God for. He accepted me and my kids what I asked, because I had got a big list, right? Like, yeah. I was like, because this love thing, you a lie, like it don't work. He was like, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. So, gave me rock. But see, I ain't saying I don't want him to be a drunk. I don't want him to be the baby of the family. Lord. I don't want him to use drugs.
What the?
I don't want him to steal my car.
What?
I don't want him to drive me crazy figuring out why he didn't come home when it was payday. I'm mad that my shit got turned off because this nigga said he was going to help me because shit got different. Because it was nice at the beginning. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful at the beginning.
Wow.
And then it shifted.
Wow.
Because it's detailed. You got to be detailed with God.
That's what I was going to say, the specifics of it all.
I ain't say the underlying stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot. And he was like, nope, I gave you what you wanted. And so I wasted 11 years, and I hated that Mary J. Blige song, 11.
Yeah, I was like, not gonna cry.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm hurt. I'm the 11-year bitch.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
So at this point, do you still believe in love?
Now, I am so cautious. I have a big... It's all the colors, and it's nothing to do with rainbow or gay or anything like that, LTG, none of that. It's a whole bunch of caution tapes, every color you could think of. Mm-hmm. That's just how I just address relationships now.
So I will say, for me, because I still have to give my 2 cents. I know that being married this long, if I didn't work out, I just know I don't have time to settle. Because I could have when I was separated. And I was with a guy that actually told me, Shell, like, I think it was a baby mama or something. I had never dealt with that. Baby mama, you know, she don't care for you, but you know, you gonna be here. So I looked at him like, no, I'm not. But again, like you said, he was used to that. So it was like, in this man, oh, you will.
Yeah.
And all these things started happening. All this, like, I can't do no drama. And she just dropping the kid off even though it ain't your day. And I had just never dealt with none of that ever.
Okay.
And then even with trying to like date a regular guy, it was just, you expect me to pay for you? Oh no. Or it's, you want to sleep with me right now?
So that's the first thing they want to talk about. That's that new generation. That's what I call them now.
No.
And here's the thing. It's not a new generation. It's the same motherfuckers that's our age that haven't grew the fuck up. That's what's sad about it. It's just the same motherfuckers that's our age and our gen, and just has not. They're just stuck in that time warp. They have not grown up. So it's like, there it is.
Okay, I agree. Then so talking to one of the fellas on the job, his thing was, y'all just put too much into it. Even when I talk to Dave Hall, shout out to Dave Hall, he'll say, we done showed you who we are. We done painted the whole portrait, showed you. Y'all be the ones think y'all can fix us and change us to what y'all want. Y'all be the ones acting like that pussy gonna change us into the dude y'all want. No. It's too much out here for us to go and get. He said, so we gonna run the line as long as we can run it. So if I say I don't want to get married, Shell, I'm going to drag it out because I know Shell comfortable. She liked that I buy her them black purses right there. She liked that I put her in them striped scarves. She liked that when she come home, it's a couple things, couple dollars over here.
And after a certain age as women, you should know that this is what I'm settling for. This is, and all I can do is really speak for Michelle. That's the reason why I deal with certain people when I want to, because I know what their best qualities are. Everybody got a best quality.
That's deep.
Everyone has a best
quality. Expound on that. What you mean?
You could be my nigga where that we can go out, have drinks and dance and just have a good time and no inner. I love that. I got friends like that. That's just, it's however I feel. That's the person I call to be bothered with, because men do it all the time.
Okay, so
it's that woman that can cook good. I'm going over Shell house. Shell, she frying fish Friday, and I'm just saying that's how
it just really pissed me off. But
so
true. What about the dudes that don't want to grow up, Shell? So like, I've told you that you're just amazing, Shell. Like, you are the shit. You everything I've been looking for. But on my wrong day, I'm an asshole. I disappear sometimes, and I'm verbally abusive other times because I came up, my childhood Shell. I don't mean it, but yeah, this is a real thing. Why are you looking at me? It's a real thing.
What?
Seriously. Because I want to be child, Shell. At 40 something, I ain't going to put her age. 40 something. Is that doable for you? Why? He's non-committal like you. He out here like you. What's the problem?
Oh, you're saying if he's like me?
Yeah.
We should be compatible and have an understanding. It shouldn't be no problem. Because we both know that we don't want nothing strong. We don't want nothing serious. That's why communication, say what you want when you meet a guy. Like, quit trying to make them like you. Because we do that as women. We try to say stuff just because I want to see if I say this to him, he going to be more intrigued by this instead of really who I am.
Okay, so if he see you talking to somebody though and then he nut up, then what? Even though y'all have agreed this is what we doing.
No, because then it's a problem. Because if I didn't told you and I feel like I didn't explain it very clearly, you want to nut up acting like weird shit, that means you're in your feelings. I like when my daughter say in your body. Because now you're acting like a broad. Never want to call a man a bitch, but
a broad. Yeah, a broad. Much. So what if you have the committal spirit, like you want to be committed, and he tells you he wants to be committed, but his actions are showing something different.
Actions speak louder than words.
So, is that something you're willing to tolerate and see it through, or what you think about that? Or have you even done that before? Well, you did. Say you did.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you do it now at 40-something?
I ain't got no time to waste. But right now, I know that still at 40-something, and I'm like hitting at 50. Like, I'm 5 years away from 50. I just know that I'm still not ready for that in my life yet.
Why?
Because I haven't started. You got to love yourself first. And I have avoided that for some years. I got to play catch up.
So, what's going to make you get to yourself?
Leaving niggas alone and quit trying to, just trying to be more than what you can be. It's all right to have a male friend, talk to him, and y'all have a good night, but just start meditating on the things that you need to work on yourself. I am a selfish person. I'm selfish.
I never saw
spoiled. That. I am when it comes to men. Like, I am selfish. I don't want a man with kids. How the fuck can I say that and I got 5?
After my experience, I don't either.
But that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I disagree.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like you have a right to want what you want.
Sure.
And we have been a baby mama, Shell.
But I could be missing my man.
Very true. Very true.
Could be missing.
I feel like it's a catch-22.
It is.
Because you got some dudes that are completely done with their baby mamas, I understand it, and we ain't doing that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You got the others that's dibbling and dabbling.
Still got to dab.
And we gonna mess with her because we still got to see the kid, even though that's separate. And then I'm gonna go over here to Shell. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, that's too much to apply in your daily life.
Okay.
Too much.
Okay. So
too much.
anyway, well, I gave the latter of the scenario because it was a real one. Like,
yeah, that was a good one.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of how much do you take as a woman, but I guess it's up to each individual woman how much you're willing to take from a dude. As far as
know your worth. Like, learn from just living. Like, we're not living life just to be living. Like, it's everything you're supposed to learn something every single day, just from your life, period. Whether it was something you didn't know or something that you could do better for yourself or something that you didn't. You just got to learn from life every day. And here's our other co-host.
No?
No? Okay, I didn't see. Oh, hey. Hey.
It's Delisha, y'all.
Hey.
Come on in.
Have a seat. Look,
come on
watch
in, bro.
You stalking me?
Nah, I just got you.
Hey, y'all. It's Delisha.
It's Delisha.
Hey, girl.
Looking like
Did you hear any of the topic?
No.
Okay, so we're talking about when women have soul ties to men, but they're not that man's rib. Meaning, he has really no soul ties to you. You're really not the one. You're just the right now one.
So how do I feel about that?
Pretty much. And what are you willing to settle for? Because you're a young girl. Go on, zip it.
I mean, I guess in this day and age now, we got a lot of young girls. I would have to say myself, because I have done it, that will settle for, not having no soul ties, but you kind of think you whatever you are. But now in this new day, now I'm feeling, now I done dealt with it so much, I done been it so much, now I feel like I don't want to deal with it no more, because I hate feeling like I'm getting like the half part. Like, not all of them.
Okay.
So.
So you're not willing to settle?
Not anymore. I've done it. So now I know I don't want to settle for it no more.
What made you snap out of it?
Because I feel like it's not a respect level for you, like for yourself as a woman, me. I was just telling my mama this the other day, like, I'm over it. I'm over you only can call me when you can, or, I only can step out with you when it's on your turn for, because you got so many other things going on that leaves the situation to be that way. So it's just like you're getting less, and it's like you don't value yourself.
If you settling,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm noticing that, like, I settle for everybody in little situations, and it's like what I'm getting out of it.
Okay.
So I just choose to like quit. Like now I don't answer calls past 12 or 11.
You go, girl.
We got a problem now. Yeah. I'm just done with it. I'm tired.
So what you looking for moving forward? Or are you even looking, you just wanted to
I'd rather just like approach me without me really even looking for it, because like without all the guys don't know how disrespectful it is at a point, and females don't realize how much of a disvalue it is to yourself by letting them do stuff like that to you. Okay. Like, you mean nothing really. You like on the go or like.
But what if y'all live together, Shell? What if y'all live together and let's say you were kind of okay that he ain't want to be committed or he didn't want to have kids or whatever, like.
We live together?
Yeah. It could have been, okay, you're young. Shell, you were young. Let's say you I mean it like that, but you know.
I was like, what? Go ahead.
You know how you get with somebody and maybe y'all were on that path, like you ain't want all that in the beginning, maybe. And he says to you, no, I don't want kids, or I don't really want to get married again. I've been hurt before. Like, and then we've become some years in now, and you realize that I may have settled because he still hasn't gotten over that past hurt.
See, that's when you talking about his past hurt?
His past hurt.
That's a tough. Remember I told you when I was like, guys be bitter too, like, and they just leave you stuck in that, you know, like they don't want no kids or they, you know, like they tell you all of that, but that's off of past hurt. But now you gotta live with it. Just because you accepted it then. Here you is now later, we stay together, like, now maybe I want the kid, maybe I want the this, I gotta go.
You wouldn't stay?
No, I gotta go, because now it's needs that I want now, and I was basically doing what you wanted me to do for you then. But, you know, it's like different. Like, I'd rather, if my now is, I want the family, I want to do this, all right, I did it your way then, can we maneuver to me now?
Is it selfish of him?
To keep holding on to that? Yeah.
It is, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's selfish. That's bold.
Okay. I mean, I'm just
dang, that's messed up. That you might as well tell her that, or whoever broke your heart or did that to you. Then you should have told her that before you even stepped to me.
Wow. Can you move past that if we stay together?
No, because we living off her.
Oh, say that again.
We living off her.
How?
Cause you look what we doing. We doing stuff off of old hurt. That's why I say we off of your old bitter problems, and I'm living in it now. I'm living in your hurt, and now it's my hurt now, because I'm.
And it can be vice versa too.
Vice versa too, yeah. Now I'm living in it.
Wow,
that's why you need to take the time and just you gotta learn. Yep.
Selfish to you and yourself, and he's selfish because he wants you to do it. You know, you
that's
bold.
Deep.
Yeah, deep. Dang, that is deep.
Okay, so that's just all, Angie. I thought it was some more questions. Okay, well, okay. So where are you today, Delisha, in your dating life? Are you just finding you or doing you? What are you doing?
I think right now, I wouldn't even say I'm dating. I'm being very selective right now because I done did all the phases, I feel like, at this point. So right now, I ain't really look. I guess if you approach me to date me, I would date you.
Okay.
But really right now, I'm not looking to really date nobody. I got so much work I gotta do on myself. It's sick.
See.
Okay.
But if you willing to date me in my process of my work, you gonna have to stay consistent with me, because it's gonna be my days where I'm gonna feel like, nah, this ain't. Cause I just told my mom that I'm getting real choosy and picky. I'm cutting people off just cause it's something I seen. And I'm like, nope, that's it. That's how I know I done did it. I'm tired.
It's your baby.
Yeah,
I have a question to that then. Okay, what got you to that point to where you're now selective on the men and dating and all this other stuff?
Being out here, I ain't gonna lie, like, just then seen it all and been with it all. I feel like, and even though I'm young, I feel like just to have that mindset right now, that's probably my stop. Like, all right, Delisha, cause it ain't nobody to smash no more. You know, I'm just being honest. It ain't nothing I ain't seen. Ain't no other way you could flip me, turn me. You know, like, I done did it. You can't dog me no more. I done been dogged to the T. At this point, I done had the people do the dangling. I'm begging. I done did that. I done did the side piece. I did the marrieds. You know, so at this point, I'm tired. Like, just don't even mess with me. Like, and it's shocking for me to even say this, but I don't even care no more. I just be like, look, don't deal with me no more. I done cut people off that I thought my ties would never run, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You don't want to deal with me no more, cool. Just go ahead.
So what make you be like that versus saying I'll just settle because he's comfortable for me?
No, because I just did
deserve
that.
better. And you gotta know in yourself that you deserve better.
But he helped me with the bills, Shell.
All money ain't good money. My cousin always said that.
Yep.
She always say that. For real. She say that like it's a song. All money ain't good money.
But then I'll be alone.
That's all right. But just know you could do bad by yourself. People ain't made them phases, you know, those sayings for nothing. It's actually to motivate you. And if you really think about it, instead of dealing and being just crazy and bitter and just dealing with his past, like Delisha said, you can just do bad by yourself. You ain't got to deal with nobody else's issue. Because I don't want nobody dealing with mine. Because I know I need to work on me on issues. That's why I don't want to get married. Because you got to deal with me. And right now, that's not good. We already starting off wrong.
Or Sean, too, like, what you think about this? Like, I would date under the turf of, if you going as hard for me to even date me.
That part.
I'm going to go as hard to even date you back. Like, my days where I don't want to be bothered, I'm going to suck it up. Like, hold on, you know, how you doing today? You know, even if I'm... Now that I will say, I would date somebody right now if I know it's the same on both ends. You know, like, how you doing today? You good? You know, or my little hard times, if I can call you and be like, hey, you know, can you look out? Vice versa. If I know it's just the same energy, like people doing this new saying, keep that same energy. You know, we got the same energy. We good. We can date each other for real. Now, that I will say. But if not, if it's always about one thing or I got to do this to get that and we ain't dating for real.
I could say since I've been with my husband since I was a teenager up until we first separated, I was a people pleaser. I just wanted to make sure you were good. I was accommodating. I was even understanding to the bullshit. And it was just this comfortable place. Mm-hmm. And then I had this awakening after my young son graduated. And I was like, I don't have to be like this. Mm-hmm. I just randomly made a plan to move out, and I was out by August 30th of 2013. Moved out. You all know. And I took that time to find me. Because I think being with him for so long, I have forgot even what I liked.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what got me together.
Mm-hmm.
I had no me time. I had no likes of my own. It was all about whatever he wants to make him happy. But I'm sitting over here
I ain't even thought about you.
I ain't thought about myself. Slightly bitter, slightly angry, and then it was like, oh, I'm gonna take this. I gotta find me again.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to reintroduce myself to me.
And I was wild. Before I moved out, I could tell you I was wild. That whole summer 2013, I was out here, married and all, out here in these streets because I put up with a lot.
Yep.
And then it was like when we actually started dating again to reconcile, it was like the old Sean is dead. And it was like a grieving process happened, like literal death. And it was to the point where I knew I deserved better. And if you're not willing to meet me here, we don't need to be together. True. No matter what the years are, because I deserve to be happy because I got more years behind me than in front of me at this point in my life. Yeah. So I'm not willing to settle for you and the bullshit you gave me before. So this is me as I am today. Either you love me or you don't. I don't have time to be trying to figure out, you know, what you thinking. If I do something wrong, you know, No, I don't have time for that.
Right.
So this who I am today. Yeah. The old me dead. That bitch dead in the door there.
I like that you say that, Sean. Like, I wonder do people really believe that, like, the old you really, like, dies? Like,
sorry, y'all.
Or that young you really, like, gone.
Okay. Sorry.
I be telling my ex that I said, you don't know who I am as an adult. I dated somebody for a long, long time. But I don't think you know me as this adult, Delisha. I ain't 14, 15, 16 no more. Like, I don't think you know her. Like, I'm really glad you said that because he'll make me think I'm tripping when I say you don't know who I am right now. Like, you couldn't even date me in my now right now. Like, No.
So take the age off, Delisha. Prior to whatever experience you have, they don't know you after that experience.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
real,
experiences change us versus our age.
Experience is a good teacher. Didn't she
Hey,
sing
that's
that? Didn't she sing it?
That's good. Take the age off.
It takes
Experience.
some-
Yeah.
Because I know some people that ain't never really been through shit.
Yep.
You can't tell me nothing.
And
You can't tell me
swear
nothing
they
about
have.
being a mother because you ain't never had no kids.
Yep.
You can't tell me nothing about no man because you ain't never been with one.
Yeah.
You can't tell me about nothing about
No
my family
living,
because
no-
yours ain't as toxic as mine.
Right.
Y'all been loving and cut. Don't tell me about me.
Yeah.
I got a mama that's horrific. Talk to me, mess with me when she want to. That messed with me up here.
Yeah.
So that experience fucked with me up here. So who I was at before that experience, I'm not her no more.
Right.
So this is me. This is what come with me.
That's that. That's what I come with, man. It's a new package.
See?
It's a new package.
And I don't got no time to waste. Because I know that if I want to do some shit, take some trips, shell, go out with my girls, whoever, I want to be able to do that with a clear conscience. I know I ain't coming back to no bullshit.
Right.
I know I ain't coming back to no bitterness. Or you don't want to enjoy it with me. We supposed to be enjoying this life together. And if I got to do it separate, what I'm with you for.
Yeah.
What I'm
No
with you
need to
for.
be together.
So
So true.
would y'all be with somebody like that? Like you said, yours didn't bring you out a lot. Oh, look at Delisha, y'all. You see,
With
you
the
hear the
phone,
phone.
she
It's her
knew
this
it.
time.
I'm sick. I thought I just flicked it, but I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's like looking at a young shell and a real shell. I swear.
That's that back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day me, and this is the now me.
So,
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I say, shell.
I know. We were getting this. I don't know. Should I go to
Okay,
something else?
so are you willing to settle, like you said, a guy wouldn't want to be out in public or go out so are you willing to settle? Why aren't you willing to settle for that today?
That guy that don't want to be in public no more.
Yeah. What is that about?
Because reason why, because I feel like I'm not an inside girl. I'm not an inside girl. Like, I like to dress. I like to be seen. I'm not even gonna lie. You gonna see me before you hear me. So I want to be out. I want you to be able to flaunt me because I feel like as your girl you should, or as your woman, period, you should want people to know that I'm you. Like I still represent you. You represent me, you know. But so I'm not sitting in the house. I'm not captivating myself. Like when I ain't in jail. Like that's what it feel like being with you. Date me. Like take me out. Do stuff with me. Like don't.
What if I never do? What if that's not my thing?
Well then we can't do this. I gotta go ahead and get up out of here because I want to do that. Like I want to go out. I want to be winding down. I want to get dressed and be geeked to be with you. Cause at that point, if you don't want to take me out, I'm gonna get geeked and want to be dressed and be seen out with my friends or someone else.
Oh, she done went to the other place. Shell, what's your thoughts?
That's why I said, remember I said when you ask God for stuff, you gotta be specific. You gotta make sure you know what you know. And you just, like, I want a person with personality. I want to be able to take him out and he can mesh and we good. I want him to be able to handle, let's say this again, handle his liquor.
Okay.
I don't want you to be that one and everybody talking about you that next morning. You know, I'm just detailing
I ain't doing this with you. I'm
detailing.
with you.
I want you to be able. I want you to be your hygiene. I want you to care about yourself.
No, that's facts for real.
Yeah, I want you to love yourself as much as I love me. Because when I put it together, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I want you to do the same thing. I don't want to do it for you.
Yeah.
And then
Then when you gotta start doing it for them, it's like you feel like you got a son or a little kid.
and I don't want to re-raise no son because that shit is hard. That's why
Ain't it, girl?
I
got
one.
two.
God said all you could do is one. So I'm not trying to do that no more. This nigga still got issues today, but that's a whole nother topic. But I'm just saying I don't want to re-raise no one son because that's not my job.
So settling is off the books.
No,
No
I
matter
did
what
that
age.
already.
you can settle
I
for
did it
stuff
for
that's not
31
gonna be
years.
that grand.
That's enough.
Yeah, but you settle with everybody with almost a little bit of everything because you can have pet peeves that might bother me that they even
Settle
your
that
pet
ain't got a
peeves.
car.
Yeah.
Settle that they drink from the bottom shelf. settle that they don't, you know, the good beers bother them. You know what I'm saying? Just settling for this.
I'm not about to deal with your mama. Okay, so I'm going to no. Okay, Delisha, I'm about to ask you a question I asked you earlier. What do you think the impact was with your relationships with sex? As far as, do you think, because I have a coworker who said that she was doing things because they were still intimate. So she was like in competition with the other women or wanting to be better than the other woman. She said a lot of that had to do with the soul tie from the sex they were having. Do you think you've had any of those experiences due to the sex? Because it might have been off the charts, so you know you're going to put up a little bit more.
I'm going to have to be, let me see, for real.
Lord, I got two of them, Lord.
Did the sex keep me? Look, okay.
I got two of them.
I would have to honestly say no. Reason why I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay.
Because, like I said, and I don't care. I done seen a bunch of things. I done did a lot of things. So far as sex wise, nah. Because I'm to a point now. I done got to a stage now. It's not about you. Because the sex is just awesome. Like, I'm to a point now, like, I want to make sure I'm pleased. Like, you know,
okay.
When I had sex, I want to make sure, I don't care how lit it is for the both of us, as long as I can go to sleep and be like, woo, I know that I did a good job as well. So the tie was not just on you.
You are your mother's child. Or
I know what I'm doing.
I want us to both put in the effort.
Yeah, it's the effort for both of us. Not because you think you good and I ain't. Because without mine, you ain't really did nothing.
So he can't just do his 2 pumps and then he done and
go about your business.
I know. I remember having a conversation with my cousin one time, and I was like, "I fake it to make it." And she's like, "How would you do that? That's so motherfucking stupid." I mean, sometimes you don't want to just hurt people's feelings. I was like that back in the day. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, so I'm gonna make you think that you was awesome. But now, my facial reaction, my life, my body, everything shows
be like,
that I'm disgusted.
You done yet?
Yeah. But I used to fake it to make it, put the sound effects, all of that. So, I know.
You was loud too, like the porno?
Just making you think that you was the greatest. Like she said, just trying to make sure they were happy first. Like you said, just catering. Just, yes, sir. Not the yes, sir, master.
Now, you was being a yes, sir. I said, I know how to do me. Like, I know how to make sure I'm good. You know how guys do it all day long. Like, they know how to get off and that's it. I know how to be just like you and get off and that's it and go. I really, back when I was like that, I didn't care about, you know, like doing it and you ain't got to never talk to me again. There ain't got to be no ties or no, well, I'm keep messing with you because it's good. No, it could have been great. And we don't ever have to talk to each other again. And that's fine. Like, that's how it was.
How you turn that off?
I don't know. I don't know where that come from. I don't even know.
I know where it come from.
I don't care if you call me again.
That's her. That's her.
You call me 3 months later, we're fine.
That's her. Y'all have been very insightful. It's like a set of bookends that won't stop. I've been very enlightened.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So, Delisha, I know you came in on the end of this show. I think this was a good conversation for women.
Yes.
So, what would you want somebody to get out of this?
Don't settle for it just because you're trying to make him happy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. If you just don't do that, you'll be great.
Okay, Delisha.
What I would tell women today is to train your mind, your body, and your heart to value itself.
I like it.
That's what I tell. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm training it all. Just to value itself. Like, for real. If you don't know how, you're going to keep getting dog played and keep getting them booty calls. Because that's it. If you're just accepting it.
Okay. They know you just a tag. Yeah.
I got you. My final thought is don't sacrifice you to make somebody else happy. No matter what the tie is, I know we be wanting it to be there, and it could be we got years in this thing together. Shell, Delisha, you know, I've known them my whole life. Whatever the case may be, if they're not going hard for you as you are for them to make you happy. It shouldn't be, I got to drop all these hints for you to try to make me happy. It should just be natural. It should be organic. So if I'm constantly just making you happy, I know I'm going to be bitter. I'm a female that's going to set up to be bitter, and my fucks will not be given at a later date. I'm just saying. So being you is a lifestyle.
It is. I love what you say that. It's good.
It is, because your brand is basically how people treat you. So if your product is EBT friendly, you're going to get an EBT standard. If you got Versace standards, you're going to get Versace treatment. And all of the above, and etc., etc. So like that's what I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you 2 weeks from today, because we have a bridal shower for Miss Q who's getting married. We won't be here next week. We love you guys. See you then.
See you later.